Right now, while most people are scrolling past headlines, a meeting between Trump and Japan's Prime Minister and a war involving Iran are quietly reshaping the global financial system. Gas prices, food prices, interest rates, your job, all of it is connected. And the scariest part, most people won't realize what's happening until it hits their bank accounts. Today, I'm going to break this down for you, simply, clearly, and most importantly, what it means for your money. Hello everyone, my name is Chuma, and on this channel, we don't just talk about money. We break down how the world actually works and how you position yourself inside it. Because here's the truth, wealth is not just about working harder, it's about understanding shifts before they become obvious. And right now, we are in the middle of one of those shifts. Part 1. What just happened today? Let's start with the events most people are underestimating. Trump met with Japan's Prime Minister. On the surface, it looked like a normal diplomatic meeting. But beneath that, it was about energy, security, and survival. Japan pledged massive investment into US energy infrastructure. Not small money, tens of billions. And at the same time, Trump pushed Japan to support efforts around the Strait of Hormuz. Now pause here, because if you don't understand this one thing, you won't understand anything else in this video. Part 2. The Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz is not just water. It is the lifeline of global oil. Imagine this, a narrow passage, and through it flows nearly 1/5 of the world's oil supply. Now imagine, that passage becomes unstable. Ships hesitate, insurance costs explode, routes slow down. Suddenly, the entire world feels it. This is exactly what the Iran war is doing, and that's why global leaders are reacting fast. Because this is not just war, this is a supply shock to the entire global economy. Part 3. The domino effect of oil. Let me show you how this plays out. Step 1. Oil prices rise. Step 2. Transportation becomes more expensive. Step 3. Businesses pay more to move goods. Step 4. They pass that cost to you. Now it spreads. Food prices increase. Flights become expensive. Uber rides cost more. Electricity bills rise. And suddenly, your monthly expenses go up, without your income increasing. This is how a war thousands of miles away enters your living room. Part 4. Why Japan is moving fast. Now let's go back to Japan. Why are they investing billions into US energy? Because Japan has a problem. They depend heavily on imported oil, and a large portion of that oil comes through the Middle East, which is now unstable. So what do smart countries do? They don't wait, they reposition. Japan is essentially saying, if the Middle East becomes unreliable, we need another source. So they turn to the US natural gas, nuclear energy infrastructure. This is not cooperation, this is strategic survival. Part 5. What's really happening globally? Zoom out for a second. Look at the bigger picture. What we are seeing is not just a war, it's a global financial realignment. Capital is moving, alliances are shifting, energy dependencies are changing, and whenever that happens, markets react. You will notice stocks become volatile, oil rises, gold rises, investors move cautiously. Because uncertainty creates fear, and fear creates movement. Part 6. How this affects your personal finances. Now let's bring it home, because this is where it matters most. Number 1. Your cost of living will quietly increase. You may not notice it immediately, but over time, groceries creep up, fuel costs rise, subscriptions adjust, everyday expenses increase. It doesn't happen overnight, it happens gradually, which makes it more dangerous. Number 2. Interest rates may stay higher for longer. Before this war, central banks were preparing to cut rates. Now, inflation risk is back, so they hesitate. That means mortgages remain expensive, borrowing remains costly, credit becomes tighter. This slows down your ability to grow wealth quickly. 3. Your income stability could be tested. Businesses feel pressure first, then they adjust. That adjustment shows up as hiring freezes, slower raises, reduced opportunities, and suddenly the job market feels tighter. Part 7. What smart investors see. Now here's where everything changes. Because while most people see chaos, smart investors see patterns. They understand something important. Every crisis follows a cycle. Stage 1. Shock. Markets react. Prices move. Fear spreads. Stage 2. Adjustment. Countries reposition. Capital flows shift. Opportunities begin to form. Stage 3. Opportunity. New industries grow. New investments rise. New wealth is created. Right now, we are between stage 1 and stage 2, which is the most important moment because this is where positioning happens. Part 8. Where opportunities are forming. Let's talk real. Where is money moving? 1. Energy. Energy becomes critical. Oil, gas, infrastructure. 2. Defense and security. Governments increase spending. Military, cybersecurity, technology. 3. Alternative energy. Crises accelerate change. Nuclear, renewables, energy storage. 4. Infrastructure. Countries invest heavily to secure their future. This is how crises create wealth, not randomly, systematically. Part 9. What you should be doing right now. Let's make this practical. 1. Control your expenses. Expect costs to rise, so track your spending. Cut what doesn't matter. 2. Build financial cushion. Even a small buffer matters because uncertainty is rising. 3. Avoid bad debts. High interest rates make debt dangerous. Be intentional. 4. Stay informed. You don't need to panic, but you need to understand because information is positioning. If you found this valuable, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video. Because on this channel, we connect global events to your money. And remember, the biggest financial shifts don't happen loudly. They happen quietly until they show up in your life. I'll see you in the next video.